Alright, the difference between making beats and making songs. Alright, holy shit, where do I start on this one? Okay, so one thing I see so fucking often is that people take one section of a song, and when I say section, I mean like maybe like 16 to 32 bars or something around that. Not super small, but like not huge. But what they do is they take this little section and they repeat it like 8 fucking times. I shit you not. It's what they do. It's something I see way too often. And the reason that it's a problem is because what this loop essentially is an unfinished song. And this unfinished song is repeated over and over and over to increase the song length. That's it. It's not serving a purpose, it's just increasing length. It just gives the illusion of being a full song, but it's not. It's fucking bullshit. They're literally creating a little section and repeating it over and over so that it's long enough to look like a finished song, but they're just giving it the illusion of being a finished song. But it's not! Help me! But it gets worse. People came up with a term for this bullshit. Yeah, they came up with a word for it. As if it's valid. And instead of finishing the goddamn song, they just call it a beat. Go fuck yourself. Like, come on! This has got to be the most low effort band-aid approach to finishing a song I have ever seen. And it's not like these single individual sections themselves are bad, because they're inherently not. I've seen some really good sections in beats. Well, I mean, really good sections that people loop to make beats that are good. Like that one loop is really good, but that's all it is a loop. This just really gets me down, man. I'm sorry. And these loops, these little teeny tiny sections are good, but looping it over and over again and doing nothing else with it, I just can't justify that as a finished song. The reality is that beats are just little puzzle pieces waiting to be a part of something bigger and more meaningful. See, thing is, when you have one section next to another section, the way it transitions creates its own sort of role in the song. And when you have lots of sections next to each other, working together, it creates this broader piece of art that comes together like a puzzle, because each puzzle piece is representing something. Each puzzle piece is representing an individual element of a bigger picture. So, how do you get from an unfinished song to a finished song? A little section of just little loop, good section, but needs more. to finished song with lots of sections. How do you get there? Let me tell you. And it's simple. It's very, very simple. You keep writing, not mixing, not mastering, not changing the sound design or altering the textures of one little section. No, you move horizontally. You keep writing. And the way you prevent getting stuck in one small section is by doing just this. Writing a song and not focusing on any of the details. You just keep going. You keep writing. You're not focusing on the finished product at this point because it's not finished. So why finish it? Why mix it? Why work on small details that take so long? Like sound design, that takes a long time. That's a big process. And when you're interrupting your creative routine of working on melodies and arrangement and how each section works together, you just interrupt that and go straight to sound design, you just killed your song. So just keep writing. Don't worry. You'll get there. You'll get to the end of the song if you keep writing. You'll get there. It'll happen. Just work on the melody, your rhythms. Have fun in the song. Have fun in arranging. For me, that's the heart of music, because you can take a song that sounds like ass, polish it up, but at the end of the day, you're polishing a turd. Turd polishing ain't music, in my humble opinion. So, the thing to take home here is the thing that is important to focus on is the arrangement. And that's not to say that the mix and sound design are not important, because they are. Again, with the puzzle metaphor, the arrangement and the mix are both parts of a puzzle. It takes both of them being good to make a good song. But if you finish your arrangement first, you will not only finish your arrangement, but it will also be so much easier to focus on your sound design after that's all finished, without having to worry about switching between the mix and the arrangement, juggling them. The goal is not to have to juggle them, but to give yourself room to hyperfixate on both of them. Hyper-focus on your arrangement, then hyper-focus on your mix. You want to be giving your best effort on every part of the song, and you're not going to be able to do that when you're just giving a half-ass effort on every little detail. It's not going to work. It ain't going to work. And let's be honest, most people don't switch between the mix and the arrangement and go back and forth. They don't even do that. Most people just switch right to the mix. And I've done it before too. Like, I can't say that I've never gotten distracted in this way, but for the love of goodness, for the love of all things holy and humane, I'm not gonna call it a goddamn beat and try to rationalize it. Because that shit, that's some bullshit. Right there. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit right there. Once you've switched to focusing on the texture, on these little details, what happens is you burn out. Because again, that shit takes lots of time. It's hard work. But it's a different mindset that you're distracting yourself with. And once you've switched completely to that, your creativity is gone. But what ends up happening at this point is people just give up. They don't want to write more of the song, and reasonably, because they're tired as fuck, because they've been mixing and mastering this one section. That's a lot of work. I've spent entire weeks mixing one song. I think one mix for one of my songs, it was the Vocaloid song I did. That mix took me like almost 2 weeks. And you expect to do the mix and arrange? It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, guys. So don't try to make it happen. Don't repeat the same goddamn section 500 times because it's good enough. Let's just call it a beat. Oh my god. Don't make beats. Make songs. Make finished songs. Not this shit. This is some bullshit. Alright, now before I go, Andrew Huang has a really good video about this. About getting a second section. Breaking out of the content funk. Making more content, creating variety and things. He has a really good video about that, and I'll link that in the description. Alright, so hopefully that clarifies things. I don't think beats are a good excuse for a song. I really don't think that you should validate an unfinished song just by calling it a beat. Like, I think that's wrong. But hopefully I clarified what I consider the difference to be a beat and a song. And hopefully I helped you figure out how to get more content or help you get on the way to learning that. But anyway, hope that helps. Warren out.